Welcome to Go Guys Podcast, a podcast, but we haven't quite decided yet, but we're going to keep doing it anyway. I am Colby.
And I'm a giant meatball, but you can call me Fee.
Did you just watch Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs?
No.
No,
Actually, you know what? I did watch that movie last month on a whim. I was like, you get real bored and you're like, man, there's nothing good. Nothing looks good. I was going through all the streaming sites. I was going through like fucking all of them, and I was like, fuck, nothing looks good. And then I just flipped on Netflix and pressed the first suggested movie, and that was it.
How did you find it? How did you like it?
How did I find it? I've seen it before.
No, I mean like what? Sorry, what I meant by how did you find it? You see, sometimes words mean different things in different sentences. This means like, what was your opinion of it?
Yeah, no, I understand. I did find it. I did find it on Netflix though,
Okay.
and I found it to be adorable.
Good.
It's a good movie. Have you not seen Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs?
Do you want to hear how I first saw Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs?
Okay, I'm ready.
Whenever I was working at my like second internship, by the way, my voice is going to sound very bored today, and it's strictly because I have strep throat.
Oh,
So,
sure,
it's
that's
fine.
what it is.
It's also because I'm bored.
You ding liar.
So at my second internship, they sent out an email that was like, "Hey, does anybody want to participate in an experiment?"
Hey, who wants to watch Cloudy with a Chance?
Yeah. Who wants to watch? Hey, who wants to come to work and watch Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs? And I said, yes, I do.
Like there's a substitute manager at work.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like, yeah, don't do any work today. We're just gonna watch Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs all day.
Yeah, we already went to the AV room and we wheeled in the big CRT.
But like, I got this email. And it was like, yeah, does anybody want to participate in an experiment? And I replied back and was like, sure, yeah. And actually, most of the interns did. And there was a big group of us interns that got selected. And we had no idea what it was. They were just like, yeah, show up and then we'll give you like a $25 Amazon gift card. And we were like, okay, that sounds good.
They could be doing anything to you, and you're like, well, fucking $25.
$25, baby. So we showed up, and we showed up at like a different building. It was still like an office building, but it was a different building than we usually go to. And we walked into this room, and there were just like 8 reclining chairs and a gigantic TV. And they were like, yeah, so here's like some candy and some popcorn and some sodas. And we're going to watch Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. And I was like, when does the experiment start? And they were like, oh, this is the experiment. And I said, okay. So then whole time we were watching, I was like, what's going on? Like, are they going to like jump scare me? Or they like, and they assured me like nothing was going to happen. And I was like, okay. But the whole time it was just
they
like,
didn't say it normal.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, nothing's gonna, like, their voice inflections go, nothing's gonna happen.
Nothing's going to happen to you. Sorry, what?
I mean, presumably nothing will.
Nothing's going to happen to you. Wait, sorry, what?
Little did you know each chair had like a number on it, and like if you happen to be sitting on it, like those chairs would just fucking trapdoor would open, you'd fall down into the fucking pit.
People around me just started dropping, and I was like, "Oh, they must have gone to the bathroom." I didn't notice they got up.
They must have not been paying attention. Fucking.
So we get to the end of the movie, and nothing has happened. And on my way out, I talked to like one of the people that was there, and I was like, "Hey, so what were you testing? What are you testing?" And they were like, "Well, we're not supposed to tell you, but you're in the control group, so it kind of doesn't matter." Basically, our company is like partnering with another company that's doing 3D TVs, and we want to make sure that if we like make you watch a movie in 3D, that you don't get a headache. But you guys were the control group, so you didn't get to watch it in 3D. And I was like, oh, that's great, because 3D usually gives me a headache. That's great. They were like, oh, well, that's cool. And I was like, yeah, thank you for the snacks and the $25 Amazon gift card. And I left.
It's so sick. I've always wanted to be in a control group or like a test. Like I've always wanted to be selected to be like, hey, we're airing the pilot for this new show and we want you to watch it and tell us your thoughts.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to do that. And depending on what I'm watching, I either want to give like a very scathing review or like just a very glowing like, oh, it was the best thing I've ever seen.
Oh, wow. Seinfeld who?
A Seinfeld reboot without Seinfeld? Fuck.
Hell yeah. Yeah, like, so do you want to go in and like give your honest opinion, or you want to go in and see like, oh, this is the pilot for Old Sheldon, and you're like, wow, this is the worst thing I've ever seen. But on the scorecard, you're like 11 out of 10, 14 out of 10, best thing I've ever seen.
Oh no, just fucking troll the ratings.
Mm-hmm.
Old Sheldon,
Sheldon, my favorite.
Just senior citizen Sheldon. It's just the guy who played fucking Sheldon in heavy old man makeup and the Big Bang Theory crew in like an old folks home.
In every episode, he tries to say bazinga, but he can't remember how it goes. So he's like, bazingo, bagoo.
Every time he says bazinga, he breaks his hip.
It's like Kenny dying in an episode of South Park. Every episode, old Sheldon breaks his hip, and we're like, oh, old Sheldon.
Oh, he's on the floor like convulsing. He's like, oh, basanga.
Bassoons.
A bassoon. Just fucking start.
I played a bassoon.
Well, I mean, if it's old Sheldon, like the whole thing was like him being a nerd. I mean, I've heard of like nerdy old people, but nerdy elderly men, I don't know. Can't do it. You can't. You can choose one, but not the other.
You can either be old or you can be a nerd. There's no.
You can either be old or you can be dead. You just.
That's true.
You can't. I mean, like, okay, so like, it's so weird because like you could be like super nerdy and like be fashion forward and shit. But, like, you don't see old people being fucking nerdy and fashion forward. They just wear the generic old person clothes, and they just kind of just do their old stuff.
They just are old. They just watch Wheel of Fortune and die. That's all they do.
I mean, like, not like old stuff, but I mean, like, the stuff that they did when, like, that was cool. Like, I've seen, like, the older people, like, that stream and stuff, but they look like someone's grandpa. They're not even wearing gamer gear.
They don't even have G Fuel with them or anything.
Yeah,
lame.
Ugh. Like there's that one streamer, I don't know if she's still alive, Gamer Grandma.
Oh yeah.
And like she just looks like a grandma.
That's because she
and,
is.
Like there's this old man that streams like classic RuneScape.
Mm-hmm.
And just looks like just an old man. Like I feel like old people have to adhere to a dress code, and I know that's not true, but I feel like they have to. Like you don't see them really kind of venturing from the norm of old people gear.
Yeah, as soon as they sign up for the for AARP, they're like, listen, you have to have like a cardigan and a button-down shirt, and that's what you wear every day from now on.
You have to wear plaid pants and suspenders, and you can wear a bow tie, but I mean it's take it or leave it.
Yeah, you're really kind of pushing it with a bow tie if you think about it.
I mean, I don't know how often you think about being old, but like it passes my frontal lobe from time to time.
Yeah, are you excited about being old?
I don't know yet. It depends on how I look. It depends on a lot of things.
Define the age at which you are officially old.
I feel old right now. I'd like to say, man, I think 40's on the cusp of being old. Maybe
Really? Okay.
I I think like 30's you're like you're in the middle of adulthood. Like you're like you're a young adult. I feel like 20's is old child and 30's is you've just reached adulthood. 40's you're like mid adult and then
Hmm.
50's you've reached adulthood.
Yeah,
You've
yeah,
reached elderly status.
yeah. You're about. So I feel like when you're in your 50s, you're about to ascend to like
Yeah.
elderly status, and then like 65 is whenever it's like, oh, you're old.
I'd say just 60.
That's
Uh
fair. That's fair.
which
I'm planning to not make it to 70. So that's like I just
you
don't
know
think I will.
even today I was thinking I was like wouldn't it be funny if I like reached 100?
That would
Like
be weird.
it'd be weird. Like I don't know. It just depends. You're going to have like a fun old time being old. You know, you have a kid. He'll presumably have kids. You might have another one. I currently have like no kids. I don't think I will ever have kids.
Hmm.
So I'm just gonna be an old man fee, just by myself in the home.
Yeah.
Just like
Hitting
did
on
my
all the old honeys.
be like, did my grandkids come in? They're like, well, Mister Fee, you don't have kids. I'm just like, don't remind me.
Or you just that's the joke you say to them every day. You're like, has my kids come to visit? And they're like, oh, Fee. You're like, I got you again.
Cha-cha.
Ha-cha-cha. That's your catchphrase when you're old. Ha-cha-cha.
And I do my arms like fucking like from side to side, just swinging
Mhm.
them. Cha cha. That's how I do it.
Speaking of do your arms from side to side, we got a new trailer for the Mario movie during the Super Bowl.
I was like, where are you going with this?
Dude, yeah, you swing your
Yeah,
arm from side to side.
to side. Let's
Uh,
do the Mario. Like,
yeah.
man, don't do that. It makes me want to sing the whole song.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, like I can't do it because we're recording. But man,
Yeah.
I think it's one of those songs that like it's catchy and you're just like, fuck, why not sing it?
Yeah, well,
Just
now I got to sing the whole thing.
yeah.
Don't get me started.
The- yeah, during the Super Bowl, which just passed,
Mhm.
which let me say there was some referee buffoonery, buffoonery. I
Yeah,
don't know.
there's also some conspiracy theory bullshittery about like, oh, the refs were paid off. The NFL is
Yeah.
an entertainment organization. Fucking
Dude,
idiots.
NFL more like fucking fuck. I
National Football
um
League. Shit. Shit.
I I I was trying to think of fucking God, what's triangle with I in it?
What the
That
fuck? Triangle with I in it?
yeah, that the fucking dollar sign I and the
Oh,
triangle, the
Illuminati?
Illuminati. Yeah, it was like NFL more like Illuminati. I'm so stupid. God, I blanked real hard. I
Triangle
blanked
with I inside it is the best thing I've ever heard the Illuminati called.
not even a pyramid. It's triangle with I in it.
Yeah, triangle, baby.
Good old triangle society. Just, oh shit. All right, yeah, it's super. I don't watch football. I didn't watch the Super Bowl. People gonna talk about. I don't even know what I'm gonna tell people when I go to work. I'm like, did you watch the Super Bowl? I'm like, no.
No.
I'm like, I saw some of the commercials online, but I didn't even watch them live.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's
I was looking it up because last night, so my wife and I have been pretty sick for the past couple of days, and last night I was like, man, even if I wanted to watch the Super Bowl, how would I go about doing that without TV? And I looked it up and they were like, oh yeah, it looks like Fox Sports has lifted their subscription requirement. You can watch the Super Bowl on Fox Sports. And I was like, man, I got to download a whole nother fucking app. No, I'm not going to do that. Get out of here.
that's stupid. Just
Hmm.
God.
Or like Hulu Live TV. I'm like, I
Oh
don't
my
need
God.
that.
Yeah. I know a few people that do that at work, and I would never. Excuse me.
And I
Excuse me.
and I would never.
I would never. I don't football. Why would I put it on just to be like, ah, look, the football's on, and here I am not caring. Just
Mm-hmm.
why would I waste my time?
The thing is, like, every time that I've gone to like a Super Bowl party or like when I was with my parents and my parents would like for the Super Bowl, that was the only time we would ever get delivery pizza. And by delivery pizza, Fia and I
Domino's.
lived in a town that did not have delivery. So what you had to do is order from Domino's and go pick it up. And so,
Yeah, or
uh,
Pizza Hut.
so that's what we did. We just drove to Domino's and picked it up and brought it back. And that was the only time all year that we ever got pizza. And so I was like always pretty hyped for it. So I got to eat pizza
Really
and
hyped for the pizza.
kind of watch the game, but mainly watch the commercials and then just pick a team and be excited for them for no reason.
I didn't even pick a team. I just every Super Bowl party I've ever gone to, there was already like a preordained team that people liked.
Mm-hmm.
So I never had to like choose. I'd be like, oh yeah, those guys.
Love
And
them.
I've been to a handful of Super Bowl parties, and it was mostly to eat and drink.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not ashamed to say that. I even think that Mike knew that I didn't care about football, but he invited me anyway because I knows I like eating, and
he
he liked
knows. He
drinking
knows
with
what
me.
how big a food hound I am.
He know. I think Mike looked like cooking for people, but I think he just wanted to hang out and drink and get drunk and watch TV, and I just be there and I'd watch the game, not knowing like who these people are. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I know teams, I just don't know who anyone is like
Yeah.
on the team.
Yep.
Um, so that's my thing. Like back in the day, like I used to know like the Cowboys when Emmett Smith and Deion Sanders was on the team,
Yeah.
and fucking who's the coach? The one that fucking Hank Hill loves. Tom Landry.
Yeah, I for me, the only like so I had a team that I wanted to win this year, and that's strictly because the quarterback went to my college. So like I'm
Hell
like,
yeah.
yeah, you win it for us, buddy,
Did
and then he
did
did.
you did you see him in the college when you were?
No,
Oh wait, he didn't go when you were there. He just went to the
he went
college.
after I was there. The one famous NFL person that went to college while I was there is Michael Crabtree.
Hey, I know that. I know that name.
He's a legend. Love that guy.
I you're a famous person adjacent.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That's right.
uh, I can't say yeah. You know a lot of popular people. The one famous person story that I always have and that I always tell is that I met Ray Romano's brother in Las Vegas that one
Yeah,
time.
that's right. I remember.
I got a picture. I don't even know his name, but
Brad Garrett.
Brad Garrett, yeah. But you can't tell people I met Brad Garrett in Las Vegas, and they're like, oh, okay, it's Ray Romano's brother from the show, and they're like, oh,
Oh, yeah, that guy.
yeah, that guy. And yeah, I met him and took a picture, and he pretended like he was eating bugs out of my hair like a monkey.
Yeah. That's who he is.
Good old Brad, good
He
old
does that to,
Braddy
he does that
boy.
to everyone actually.
So I think he's like the most famous person I've ever met, besides Emmett Smith in Corpus when he was like signing pictures in the old Dallas cheerleaders.
Hell yeah.
Um, but yeah, no, I don't watch football. I don't claim to watch football. I don't claim to care, but I do like that fucking companies capitalize on that shit like it's E3 or
Oh yeah,
fucking
dude.
the Game Awards and drop their badass trailers.
Yeah, dropping new trailers, dropping new product announcements and stuff, spending a ton of money for no reason.
Yeah, dropping their cringiest fucking commercials for
Hmm.
fucking Budweiser and
Hell
Bud
yeah.
Light.
Well,
Um,
the Mario trailer was really interesting because it was just a commercial for the Mario Brothers plumbing operation.
I
It was
I
very good.
It was very good. It had the cartoon theme song in it.
Yeah, the theme song of the Mario Brothers plumbing Super Mario Brothers plumbing, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
Is the Mario Brothers Super Show theme song, which is great.
And another little Easter egg, I'm sure you didn't know, but the woman at the end of that commercial, she voiced Princess Toadstool from the show.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's a cool little Easter egg.
That is
But
that is really cool. And at the end, they drop a phone number and a website, and you can go to both. You can text the phone number, you can call the phone number.
yeah, you know your boy did. I did.
Yeah,
I called it.
I was afraid, like, what if they did this thing where it's like every 1 in 100,000 calls, Chris Pratt's gonna answer, and then he answers? I would hang up immediately.
It's like, hey, it's your boy Mario.
Hey, I'm Mayro. I'd be like, ah.
I'm gonna go unclog your shitter. He's from New York, dude.
Is this a threat? I'm gonna unclog your pooper.
No context. This is that. Assuming you know he's a plumber. So yeah, the trailer is really cool. And when I saw it, I was like, okay, they're gonna play this at the very beginning of the movie. This is the beginning of the movie.
Mm-hmm. It may not even be in the movie.
What, that trailer?
Yeah,
no,
that may not even be in the movie.
It is. It will be. You can quote me on this.
Okay.
They on the movie they're gonna show the beginning in Mushroom Kingdom of them getting terrorized, and then we're gonna smash cut to the real world, but we're not gonna see it first. We're gonna see the commercial, and then you're gonna see Mario and Luigi at their house being like, yo, that's our commercial, and blah blah blah. Now we just gotta wait.
Mario!
Now we just gotta wait for the calls to roll in, and they never get a call. But
I get a call from Toad.
Hey Mario!
I can't do a Toad voice. This is a bad thing. That was a perfect segue to do a Toad impression, and I can't do one right now.
It's so shitty. You do a good Toad.
Mario! Fucking dying Toad. Toad is dying. Mario! Tell the princess I said, oh.
It's a very good voice. Oh, you sound like you just out of breath.
Mario!
Well, I just got done running a marathon, Mario.
I'm so tired, Mario.
Oh, God.
Hold me close. I'm so cold.
Come close. You want to tell you something? Scream. Fuck. Oh man,
that's gonna be a scene in the movie where they send Toad out to scout, and he comes back and he's out of breath and he just is dying. And he falls into Mario's arms, and it's revealed that he's got a big claw mark in his back from where Bowser slashed. Mario, is that you? I can't see, it's so dark. I saw your brother. He's in there. You can go save him, Mario.
It's so cold, Mario. It's so cold.
Toad, don't die on me. Toad, die on me, Toad.
No, Toad. No. Just in the Mario voice, not even a Chris Pratt voice.
Yeah, that's where they got Charles Martinet to come in. They said, we need you for this one scene.
Toad, no, not like this. Just
not like this. Mario, you are my best friend.
You really were super.
You really are super.
You really are a Super Mario, bro.
that's in God. I hope that's in the movie. Ah, man. I want this movie to make me cry for Toad dying. Oh no, Toad!
I want someone to animate that. I,
Mario's hands just covered in blood. Fucking, he softly lays Toad's corpse down and fucking grabs like 20 fire flowers and just sprints into the castle by himself.
just fucking, I can't even. Just tries to give him a 1-up, but he doesn't take.
He's just shoving it in his mouth. He's making his mouth chew and nothing's happening. Oh, God.
Fuck. Oh, shit. Yeah. God, I want that movie. I don't even want the one we're getting.
Mm-hmm.
I want that movie. Shit, Illumination, call us.
Yeah, listen, we got the sequel, all right? We got the red band version, the director's cut.
It's not going to be a good sequel unless Toad dies.
Yeah, and there's going to be guns. We've decided. There's just guns in it now.
There's just Shadow the Hedgehog's in it.
Yeah, Shadow is in it, and he's got his gun. It's very big.
Speaking of, Shadow the Hedgehog 3 coming out this year, I think, next year.
You mean Sonic the Hedgehog 3?
Yeah, that's what I said.
That would be crazy if it was Shadow the Hedgehog 3, because I missed all the first two.
I mean, did you see Sonic 2?
I'm a bad Sonic fan.
I'm a bad boy.
I tried. I didn't try that hard.
I bought it on YouTube.
Wow. Nice.
It was the only place that had it.
I think it's streaming for free somewhere. Well, I guess not free, but like
I wasn't gonna pay for Paramount to watch fucking Sonic.
Yeah. Okay. You're right. It is on Paramount Plus.
It's less embarrassing to just buy it.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. You could also rent it from Redbox for $2.
I could have rented it from YouTube for $4, but I wanted to own it.
Well, here's the thing, Fee. You don't really own it.
Yeah.
You don't actually. If YouTube goes out of business, you don't have the movie anymore. It's just gone.
Who are we kidding? You think YouTube's going out of business?
Oh,
anytime soon?
Probably not.
Yeah, so I own it.
So if so fatso,
I own it.
For the next 5 years, I own it. It's just mine.
Look, it was $10. Like if in 5 years they take it out, I'm like, oh, I want my fucking money back. All $10.
Give me a refund. God, can you imagine if they were like, yep, we're discontinuing YouTube, and if you bought anything through us, you don't have the option to download the movies, but you can fill out this paperwork, one per movie. It's 2 pages of questions and answers and dates and times, and you have to provide us like the credit card you paid with, and then we will refund you 1/10 of the cost of the movie.
We'll refund you 1/4 every month, just until it's fully paid. At that point, I'd probably just record it through OBS and keep it on a thumb drive.
Hell yeah, that's the way to do it. Get it all pirated.
Yeah. I wouldn't put it out for anyone. It would just be me, for me only.
Yeah, here's the thing. You know how we were all told, like, oh yeah, if you have a physical backup copy of the game, you can have the emulator and the emulation software, and it's all... That's actually not the truest thing that's ever been said. What's more accurate is to say you can have possession of the ROM if you ripped it yourself.
Yeah.
You can't just download it from the internet. And that is kind of fucked up, to be honest with you.
I don't know why Nintendo or like PlayStation are all butthurt about playing their ROMs online. I mean, they're not even putting them out for anyone to use them. Yeah.
I mean, but what if one day They did.
PlayStation, but PlayStation, like, is even closing the PlayStation. What's it called? The
Mm-hmm.
not the store, but the
PlayStation Now? Is that what it's
Now,
called?
yeah, PS Now, where you could play all the old titles. And they're closing that store, so you can't even do that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, they're just sitting on this gold mine of old PS1 games. Well, I mean, like, who's it hurting, honestly? If I went to the store and they were selling a brand new copy of Crash Bandicoot, uh, like, what would Sony make off of it?
Licensing fees, I guess.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Not new copy, an old copy, like from a game store.
Oh, yeah. Here's the thing. They're real pissed off about that too. So like, you remember when Microsoft was like, yeah, you're going to buy all your games digitally and you can transfer that, you can share them between people, but only one time. Um,
Mhm.
and then PlayStation was like, haha, LOL, you just have a physical copy. Um, every game company basically doesn't want you to be able to resell your game because that puts it into like a resale market. And back in the day when it was like, oh, you go to a swap meet and you buy fucking an old copy of Rock and Roll Racing on SNES,
Hell yeah.
that's fine. But now that there's like a whole cottage industry about like, oh yeah, this game was $60. Someone beat it and then GameStop gave them $10 and then they're going to turn around and sell it for $50. Now that's whenever Sony starts to get pretty pissed off. They really wish that wasn't a thing, which is why they do things like, oh yeah, if you can activate this game digitally with this code and like
Yeah.
you get all these like bonuses, but it's only one time. It's a one-time code.
One time, yeah, that'll keep them from trading it in.
Hell yeah.
Like anyone cares.
Mm-hmm.
Like if 3 years down the line, like you buy the game from GameStop and it's like, oh, but you can't get the DLC fucking hammer for free, and it's like $1 on the fucking store, and you're like, I guess I'll pay $1. I guess I just won't use it
Yeah, or you can't
because
buy it at all.
yeah. Well, like for that DLC, it's so funny when they include DLC in games because like when you use it's pretty good for like the first hour, and then immediately when you get a new set of weapons, it just already is better.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
So
true. Because you
like
you were playing Final Fantasy VII Remake, and at the end
yeah.
of the game, after you beat it, you were like, "Oh, I had these items available to me the whole time."
Yeah, I didn't even. I'm not even gonna play the game anymore. I beat the whole game, and I go into like the bonus box, and it's like, hey, look at all this the summon material you got when you bought the game, and
Mm-hmm.
look at the accessories, and I'm like, well, fuck me, right? I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, I guess it's just no. I guess when I play intermission, I could probably use it. It's just so stupid.
Yeah, can't do it.
It didn't make the game any worse or better.
I don't know. I have. Can you prove that? What if
I mean
what if you had Carbuncle and it was just the best summon?
I didn't even use Carbuncle when I could use him in the old game.
Yeah, that's fair. But he's
Now
very cute.
that's about it. Now Carbuncle or now Cactuar, on the other hand, that's a game
Thousand
changer.
Needles, baby.
1,000 needles, baby. I'm surprised they didn't put Tomberry.
I mean, Tom Berry was in the game. He just wasn't a
Yeah,
summon.
but he was in the game, but he wasn't a Tonberry. I fought him once against Fat Chocobo, and
Yeah.
he was like a dream Tonberry.
Yeah.
He was an illusion.
I mean, just because he's an illusion doesn't mean he's not a real Tonberry. You saying this Tonberry isn't a real Tonberry, Fee?
That doesn't make him any less real.
This
Ugh.
is pre-racist, Fee. I'm just saying.
What's his race? The Tonberry
Tonberry,
race?
yeah.
I mean, they try to kill you, so I mean, is it racist?
Listen, a lot of people try to kill you, but we're not racist to them.
Fine, that's fair. He's cute.
Yeah.
That's fair. We stand Tonberry. Anyway, Yeah, love that guy. Wish him the best. Anyway, yeah, I'm stoked for Super Mario Brothers movie. It's gonna come out in April the 7th. And if Colby stops being sick long enough, maybe I'll go to his over to Austin and we can watch it together.
Yeah, we'll see. It's at this point, it seems like it may be a miracle that I'm not sick for more than a week.
Yeah, I feel like you've been sick for just ever.
Imagine
Been
being
2
me.
weeks. Yeah, I'm annoyed and I'm not sick.
So like what I did, like imagine being me. We basically had this big shakeup at work. It's now public. So like, the company that I work at, like half of it got sold to another company and I'm left in the other half. And so,
At the bad half.
who knows? So they're like, yeah, we want you to lead this team of 5 other people. And I was like, great, I'm into it. I will do this. And then I immediately was out for a week because I had RSV. And then I came back for a week. And then I sent a message this morning and was like, sorry guys, got strep throat, out for another day or two.
God, that's so funny. They're like, I don't even think this guy's sick.
Hey, is this guy interviewing at other places?
I bet that's what he's doing.
No,
That's so funny.
I'm just sick. I'm hoping that like I show up tomorrow to like a meeting and I'm like, hey guys, I can't talk super a lot because I do have strep throat. And they're like, oh, no, he is actually sick. I thought that maybe he was doing interviews. Nobody would hire him sounding like this though.
Guys, I'm gonna be whispering. Oh yeah, show us the strep. Just show us.
Open your mouth.
Open your mouth. Show us the strep.
God.
Let me see that throat.
By the way, like I made the smartest decision of my life, maybe. So my wife like woke up on Sunday and was like, wow, my throat is disintegrating inside of me. So I'm going to set up an urgent care appointment. And then we woke up together. My wife was like, hey, I've got this urgent care appointment. And I was like, oh, yeah, well, my throat is starting to hurt too. And I'm not feeling super great either. So how about this? I'm going to go in with you and I'm going to see if they'll just also test me. And we go in with the baby and they're like getting checked in at the front desk. And right before we go back, I was like, hey, what are the odds that you could also just test me and give me medication if my wife is sick? And they were like, well, you would have to like check in and have a whole separate appointment. And I was like, can we just do that right now? And they were like, I guess. Okay.
Looking around at each other. Well, it's not against the rules.
Shit,
but
yeah, damn. It's like this. It's like a dog playing basketball. Damn it.
It's never been done before.
So they sent me a link. I filled it out, and then like I went into the room, and like the nurse came in and was like, "All right, I'm going to take your vitals," and like took all the vitals, and you know, are you vaccinated? Blah blah blah. And then the nurse was like, "All right, now I'm going to do your husband," and I was like, "Yes, yes, I'm getting the treatment too." And then yes, turns out we both have strep throat. Very cool.
God, that sucks. I haven't had strep throat in a long time. I've had my tonsils out, so I don't get strep very often. I know you can get strep even with your tonsils out. It's just it doesn't happen often.
Yeah, I have had strep throat twice in the past 8 years, and I've also had my tonsils out. So, fun fact, the first time that I got strep throat after my tonsils were out, I was going to go visit my wife. And like the day before I was like, oh, I'm kind of tired. My throat kind of hurts a little bit, but you know what? Like I'm supposed to go see my girlfriend this weekend. So I'm going to go, I'm just going to do that. And, next day I was like, you know, little rundown, but like, it's all right. I'll get up to Dallas. I'll sleep. I'll feel better tomorrow. And I woke up the next day and was like, wow, I'm getting way worse. And my wife was like, let's go to a food festival. And I was like, okay. So we went to this food festival, and my throat was just killing me the whole time. And we get back to their apartment, and
Did you not tell them?
no, I was like, man, my throat is starting to hurt. I'm not feeling super great. And they were like, oh, okay, well, we'll get out of here soon. Then we went back to their apartment. Like, I fell asleep, woke up, we got takeout, throat still hurt, was starting to run a fever, fell asleep, woke up the next day and was just feeling probably the worst I've ever felt. And I was like, all right, well, I have to drive the fuck home now.
Just get real pissed off about it.
And I didn't have anything to drink because, like, at that time I wasn't drinking water. I was just drinking soda. And when I drank soda, my throat hurt like a motherfucker. So, like, I was like, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drive home. I'm going to not have anything to drink. I'm just going to get home and then I'll figure out something there. Well, on the way home, I was like, oh, what if I got a smoothie? That would be a good idea. So I went to a Smoothie King.
Okay.
And I was like, ooh, that smoothie sounds good. The German chocolate cake smoothie.
But that has coconut in it.
Which would have been fine. It's just that they didn't blend it. Like, so it just had shreds of coconut and also pieces of cake inside of it. So I drank it and was just like, I took 2 sips of it and my throat wanted to close up. And I was like, well, glad I purchased this garbage now. So I just drove home with this melting smoothie, and I got back and my wife was like, you should try drinking some tea. And I was like, I don't really drink tea. And then I had a brain blast. I went, oh, wait a second. I do have tea, but I only use it to make sweet tea. So what I did is I made sweet tea the way that I usually would, put it in the fridge, and then anytime that I wanted it, I would take it out, put it into a cup, and microwave it. So I just had microwaved sweet tea for the next like 5 days. It was great.
Sounds disgusting, honestly.
I'll be real with you. The first time that I drank it, I was like, this is wrong. This tastes fine, but it feels bad.
Yeah. Just, oh no, I can't even imagine that. We're from Texas. We don't drink hot tea.
Yeah, unless you're into tea or whatever, but I'm not
unless you're an
people.
LGBT. I'm just kidding.
Gays.
I'm just yeah, fucking lesbianis.
Yeah, take that, tea drinkers, idiots.
Yeah, you big dumb gay.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry, everyone.
Speaking of big dumb gay, there's also a new trailer for the Flash movie.
More like big dumb they.
It's true. Did you like that transition? It's my best one yet.
I did like it. Did you like my joke because Ezra Miller?
No, it's great. Yeah, Ezra Miller is non-binary, and we will be referring to them as they them.
Yeah,
despite the fact that they're a fucking idiot.
And that's why my joke makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, no, my favorite part about this podcast is when we explain the joke, and we spend multiple minutes doing so.
I know, I love that part.
It's honestly, this is what we should be creating TikTok clips out of. It's just this.
Not dying toad, but just 2 minutes of explaining the joke.
So yeah, I asked you, what thing should I watch from the Super Bowl to prepare for tonight? And you were like, the Mario trailer and the Flash trailer. And I looked, and the Mario trailer was like 32 seconds. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. The Flash trailer was fucking 3 minutes.
Yeah, it was longer than I thought. I saw it, and which makes me think it's going to be a long movie.
Mm-hmm.
And second of all, a lot of good shit in there.
There is, and from what I'm told, and by what I'm told, I mean what I read on the internet from randos, they didn't show anything from Act 3 of the movie, and they're like, oh yeah, people are going to have their minds blown by Act 3.
Yeah, because Christian Bale's gonna be in it, from what I heard.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah,
That would be crazy.
like everyone's already saying this is Flash No Way Home.
Yeah. That's exactly what my wife said. I couldn't agree more. This is just DC said, "Oh, we need a big thing to save this like failing business. How about
DC said we need a No Way Home of our own, and Warner Bros is like, but we have No Way Home at home.
yeah,
And
no
then
way
this
home at
movie,
home was just Ezra Miller twice." And which I get, Ezra Miller by far is the most charismatic and likable person from the Snyderverse. So
yeah.
sure, you make a movie with him.
Unfortunately,
Unfortunately, with them, sorry.
yeah.
And like, I get it. Even while I was watching the trailer, it was like, man, Ezra Miller is actually very entertaining to watch. And having
And
two of them in one movie actually sounds pretty good. And then I remembered that they were
They suck.
suspected of kidnapping a mother and child and holding them hostage in a compound in Hawaii. And I was like, well, this is
but
never mind.
But didn't you hear? They're very sorry that happened, and they're working on it.
Yeah, they're working on not kidnapping people anymore. Great.
Look, they had to try to put a positive fucking spin on it because they spent millions of dollars on this movie.
Yeah.
That should have been out already.
You got to imagine that, like, when James Gunn got hired, he was like, all right, show me the Flash movie. And he watched the Flash movie and went, damn it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. And there's too many people in it that are, oh, man. All right, we got to release this. But this is the last one, okay?
Yeah, listen. It's better than Batwoman movie. No.
What if James Gunn watched Batwoman and went, oh, yeah, you did make the right choice.
Look, I don't want to like presume, but I would take James Gunn opinion on some movies. He seems like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, which maybe, like, the thing is,
at least in superheroes.
Yeah, the thing is, he's made the same superhero movie 3 times now. So he made Guardians of the Galaxy, and then he made Guardians of the Galaxy again, and then he made the Suicide Squad, which was Guardians of the Galaxy but with different people in it.
And he made Peacemaker.
Oh, and he did make Peacemaker. That's true.
Really good.
Which is Guardians of the Galaxy but a TV show. So, like, you know, he's got a style.
But you haven't answered me. Are they good?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I mean,
I'm not tired of it
I would
yet.
I would never begrudge someone that enjoyed the same thing multiple times. I like Dragon Force, and they only have one song.
I will disagree, but we got to move on. Because I love Dragon Force.
So do I. They've only got one song though.
They only have one guitar track.
Yeah,
I'll tell you. But
that's the song, Fee. They just play the guitar real fast, and they have some dude that's like, I grab my sword and I stab it in the ground. I use my powerful thigh, stab it in his face, and then I take a dump and dragons come and pick me up. I fly into the sunset, I put on rainbow headgear, and then I drop into World War II. Surprise, it's a war movie.
God, so good. And so Dragon Force, reach out to us.
Yeah, don't worry. I've got 1 billion of them. They all end in surprise. It was World War II the whole time.
Never gets old.
Never gets old. It really doesn't.
Man, I love Dragon Force. God. What did it say? They got a slow song, you know?
Yeah, that's
really
true.
weird.
They have the fast song and they have the slow song. They have on every album, it's 9 fast songs, 1 slow song.
Put it at the end so that way you're already like the time sunk fell.
Yeah, that way you came already. Like you're ready for a cool down. You're ready for a cool down lap.
You're in the afterglow right now.
That's right.
Oh fuck! I remember when you used to put Dragon Force on like anytime we would like take a long trip.
Yeah, dude.
So fun. Um, I mean, everyone learned about Dragon Force from Guitar Hero 2.
Yep.
And they were on their second album, but like most people aren't us and didn't listen to all their other albums.
Hmm.
Even though they're all the
You
same.
hear Through the
And
Fire
but
and
I
the
mean,
Flames, and then people were like, well, that's it. That's the fastest song of all time. And we're like, they've got other songs that you could go, they are all the same, but you could go listen to it. It's like a remix of this song. And everyone is like, no, I'm good. I got the one.
listen, it's so funny that I heard through Dragon Force,
Mm-hmm.
and
Through the
then
Dragon and the Flames. Yep.
through the Dragon and the Flames, yes. And then like after I've heard Dragon Force, I started learning of other like speed metal, and it always whenever I hear anything other than Dragon Force, it always feels like they're trying to emulate Dragon Force, and I know that's not the case.
Yeah.
But that's how it feels to me.
Yeah, that's a whole genre that like we weren't really introduced to before Dragon Force became like the face of it. So by the time you like listen to other Scandinavian metal, which like by the way, I was listening to a song that like very similar fucking like crazy guitar riffs. It had a oh god, the man fucking Darkness in Zero. What's his name? Christopher
Walken?
Christopher
Pratt?
Christopher Pratt. That's him.
Christopher Robin?
Darkness in Zero. God, please save me. Oh God.
This is one I don't know.
Hold, please. Yes, it's Ansem the Wise. Christopher Lee.
Christopher Lee, yeah.
That's him.
Lee.
So Christopher Lee was in this song.
He wasn't Ansem.
He was.
Oh,
he
yeah.
was Ansem the Wise, you big dumb idiot.
Sorry, I was thinking
How
of
dare
Ansem
you
the
try to
Mexican.
out Kingdom Hearts me?
I was thinking of Ansem the Mexican.
I was thinking of the one that got a tan.
The one with Cum Guardian.
Yeah, with Cum Guardian. He's my favorite one. But yeah, he was in this metal song, and it was like a bunch of guitars. Yeah, he did have a band. He came out with a metal album, and fucking this song that I was listening to was like, oh yeah, these adventurers are like, they're in the snow, but they're trying to hide out from these monsters, and one of them is a half demon, and he falls asleep and talks to his demon father, and he's like, I'm gonna fight you forever, Dad. And then there's a guitar solo, and it's fucking cool. And I was like, man, what a cool Dragon Force song. What a great Dragon Force song this is.
Wasn't he in a band with Magneto?
Yeah.
What's his name? Ian McKellen.
Christopher Lee, Ian McKellen. Band? I'm Googling it right now.
All right, Google it.
No.
Oh.
They were just friends.
In a band?
I don't think they were in a band, actually.
Look, it's just not popular. I mean, you wouldn't know.
Yeah, they're underground.
Look, I don't like to brag. It's just, it's old news to me.
Can you imagine, like, I can't imagine being Christopher Lee, because he was, like, such a big, like, J.R.R. Tolkien fan, that he got cast in Lord of the Rings. And he was like, well, of course I'm going to get cast in Lord of the Rings. I've been wanting to be Gandalf for fucking 50 years. And they were like, yeah, you're going to be Saruman, though.
Yeah,
and he's
Saruman.
like, you you fucking what? Who's going to be Gandalf? And they were like, Ian McKellen. And he's like, Ian McKellen can eat my balls, all right? I am Gandalf. He is nothing.
He is Nandalf. Fuck.
Yeah, he's the knockoff. You can be Tom Bombadil. Jesus.
Tom Bombadil. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. It's so funny. I can't picture Christopher Lee as Gandalf.
Christopher, well, yeah, I can't either because he kind of has a sinister face. And also, like, in reading some of the stories about him, one of the ones was like, let me hear. Yes,
He
there it is.
he was Dracula.
He was Dracula. Um, so, okay, according to this video, so during the filming of Lord of the Rings, Peter Jackson is blocking a scene in which like Wormtongue stabs Saruman in the back, and Jackson goes into this long explanation about how he wants Christopher Lee to react. And Christopher Lee says, "Have you any idea what kind of noise happens when someone's stabbed in the back? Because I do." Fucking, he was just like, "Yeah, what you're describing is not what it sounds like when someone is stabbed in the back, you big fucking idiot. Just let me do it. I have experience." Can you imagine sitting 2 feet away from someone and have them be like, "I am intimately familiar with the sound of a gasping man's wound whenever he's opened up from behind."
Don't you sit there and tell me.
Damn, okay, fucking do it then, I guess. I'm gonna go put on a vest. Don't worry about it.
I fucking love Lord of the Rings, but Ian McKellen looks so much more
nice.
Yeah. No,
okay.
I would say,
and that starts to get into like why whenever James Gunn is like, yeah, we're not gonna have Geralt of Rivia be Superman anymore. I love him, but he's not the Superman that we need right now. I was like, yeah, I kind of get it, because his Superman do be looking kind of sinister, do be kind of looking like,
oh yeah, he
if
has
you push
like
me too hard, I will laser your fucking brain out of your skull.
He has a very furrowed brow and a very like angered look.
Yeah, he doesn't look very.
Hey,
like,
he looks good.
He's just God. He's one of the hottest men on the planet. No one can deny that.
Yeah, I'm with you, but like, he doesn't look like as friendly as Superman should, and like, especially like in Batman v Superman, when all the like the Mexican Dia de los Muertos are around him, he looks sinister.
He's like, well, I am about to commit a hate crime, and you're like, don't do it, Soups, don't do it.
No, look, you're also an alien.
Ah,
get it?
All right, get it?
That's it. I'm canceled. Oh shit. Fucking no. If you saw the Back to the Flash trailer from years ago, have you seen the Flash trailer? A Superman is gonna be in it.
Yeah,
it's not Superman.
It's not Superman.
It's Supergirl.
That's right. It's Kara.
So, her name's Kara. Okay.
Like
so
when
I saw it's a car if Mario's buying a car.
Yeah, it's a car.
Fucking Link.
Thank you so much for calling my plumbing business. I'm a driver of a car.
It's Link Cara. He's gonna tell you a comic.
Oh God, no! Please don't.
You want to talk about Superman? I can't do Link Cara's voice.
No one wants to do Link Cara's voice, especially Link Cara.
Fuck Link Cara. So she, they're like Clark, and she's like, no, it's Kara. So the first time I watched the trailer, I didn't know if it was a man or a woman, but when she said her name, I was like, Carl?
Carl.
I was like,
just some guy named Carl.
Yeah, and I was like, I had to IMDb it because I was like, "The fuck's Carl?" I was like, "Did they make a Superman for this movie?" I was like, "I don't know who Carl is."
No, this is where the crossover event happens. This is DC cross Aqua Team Hunger Force. It's going to be Carl from Aqua Teen. I'm Superman or something.
I wouldn't put it past him. It's I'm gonna fly and fight crime or whatever. Just fucking.
Oh shit! Did you know I've got X-ray vision? Holy shit! You got a small wiener, don't you?
Dang! Look at the bazooms on that girl. God.
That's
Yeah,
like
no,
not
so
even the most problematic part of the movie. Like Ezra Miller is somehow not the most problematic part of the movie. It's Carl, the new Superman, who's like, boy, do I love these titties.
do I
And he
love
does it
going
for 45 minutes. Why do they leave that in?
I love going down to the Y and looking through the walls. Just God. I I really like the trailer. What's really funny about it is that Superman looks really cool. Superman Carl looks really cool. Her name's
Carl looks
Carl now.
great.
Her name's Carl now. I don't care what you
Carl also looks like fucking real pissed off, and that's great.
Well, in the trailer, so they're doing the Frank Miller route, or it's Flashpoint. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's Flashpoint.
Where Superman didn't land in the farm, he landed far away, and the city found him, and they kept him underground and malnourished. So that's the universe that Michael Keaton Batman lives in, I guess. And spoiler alert, Michael Keaton's back as Batman.
Yeah, he is.
And he looks really good.
And my favorite detail is they kept his bat suit that doesn't let him turn with his neck. He has to turn with his whole fucking body like a big doofus. Oh, it's great.
Yeah, when they show him, he's walking and he's just a giant mass from the shoulders up. And I'm like, oh my fucking God.
And they still want me to believe that, like, he's, like, coming in and beating the shit out of all these people. And I'm like, my man can't turn left. He can't turn left. I don't believe you.
So what's funny is they show him fighting a few times in the trailer. And, like, he's jumping up and beating, like, landing. I'm like, no, the fuck he isn't.
No.
Like, it's not even an advanced suit. They're like in the future. He's still got the rubber suit from Batman, Tim Burton Batman.
Yeah, you think they're gonna give him the Nikes?
Oh my God, I'm glad you brought that up because I was in the trailer looking for the fucking Nikes.
You're like, listen, this is gonna be the greatest movie of all time if they put those Nikes back on my man's. Come on.
Look, it looks like the OG suit, but man, I'm sure they made him a new one. They didn't just be like, "You still got your old suit?"
Yeah, did you take it home from shooting?
But like they show him fighting like these army guys, and I'm like, that rubber suit's not stopping those fucking bullets. And so like we have the Flash, we got Carl, two Flashes. Two
Flashes, Barry and Barry.
Yeah, Barry and Bonds, and they have. They have one has long hair and the other has short hair. And so we have Michael Keaton Batman, very cool, very jokey, I guess. He got a sense of humor since we last saw him fighting Shrek.
Yeah, fighting Shrek.
Well, that was the name of the bad guy from part 2. Max Shrek. That's who Christopher Walken played in Batman Returns.
You were shitting me. There's
I'm
no
not.
way that's right.
His name is Max Shrek.
Oh my God, you're right. No way.
Yes way. How did you not know that?
Wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. This is terrible. Oh, the second Batman movie just got great. No, I need to go watch it again now.
It was always great. It was always great.
Okay. What are the odds that they're going to do a Shrek joke? What are the odds?
Oh, come on. No way.
What are the odds that Michael Keaton's be like, this looks like somebody who could have worked for Shrek, and fucking one of the berries is like the big green ogre guy?
Oh, God.
You're talking about Mike Myers?
Yeah. He's like, I haven't seen Catwoman since Shrek. And they're like, the movie?
Yeah, what? Sorry, what do the two have to do with each other?
I hate that. But yeah, I could see that joke happening. But fucking Batman suit looks the same. So we're gonna have Michael Keaton Batman and what's his name? Batman. Jenny from the Block. Batman. What?
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck. Yeah.
Batfleck.
Batfleck. I don't know how long he's gonna be in the movie, but he's gonna be in the movie. We're gonna get flashpointed. I don't know if we're gonna get more than one universe. Or
Maybe okay. If they're here's what I'm imagining. Here's what I'm gonna call. I'm gonna bet that they're gonna give us more than one universe,
at least two.
but it's just gonna be like in Doctor Strange where they just kind of flash through a bunch of them, and
Flash.
yes, and there's gonna be just like a couple of things that like nod to the comics or nod to fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or some shit, and that's gonna be it. I think it's primarily gonna take place between two of them, though.
I thought they were gonna introduce Reverse Flash Eobard Thawne.
Ooh.
Because like in the trailer he's like, "You took my face," and I'm like, "Oh, Eobard Thawne does that a few times in the comic. He did that in the show." I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah." I'm like, that makes sense, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, it's so funny to have a Flash movie and like not a villain be announced.
Yeah.
For the Flash. I don't even know who the villain is, like himself, probably.
Well, I mean, the problem they've set up is that like the Flash basically creates a parallel dimension because he goes so fast. And in the parallel dimension, there's no Superman to stop General Zod. And,
oh shit, that's right. General Zod's back. I completely forgot.
Yeah, so he's like, well, shit, there's no one that can stop him. I better go get Batman. I better go find Batman. I just checked the paper. He just killed Max Shrek.
You're really upset about that?
God.
I don't know if you're upset that I knew it like
both.
Off the bat.
It's both. I'm mad that you knew it, and I'm mad that I didn't.
I swear you knew it.
No, I haven't seen. I watched Batman Returns when it came out, like the week it came out, and then not since.
I watch it every now and then. I like that movie.
Yeah, I bet you do.
What's wrong with it?
There's the part at the end whenever the penguins go bury the penguins. Fucking so bad.
They give him a ceremonial like burial at sea.
Penguin burial. Yeah, Christ.
Pee Wee Herman also was Penguin's dad.
Wow, that's great.
What's his name? Fucking, I forget his full real name, but the actor who played Pee Wee Herman played the Penguin's dad, who threw him in the river as a kid.
Paul Rubens. Batman.
Did you? I was like, "Are you checking it?" Because
I am. Oh wow! Look at him and his tiny little mustache. He looks like Alfred. He could have played Alfred. He does.
I was like, "Are you going to be upset that I know that?"
Oh
too,
no, he's Tucker Cobblepot. Give the ball to Tucker Cobblepot.
Give the ball to Tucker.
Holy shit! He was also in the Gotham series. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah,
he played the Penguin's dad in the. Wow, cool.
That's a callback. He also voiced Batmite in Batman the Brave and the Bold.
Man, why did he do that? Why did he do that?
It was fun.
Okay. Did you ask him and he said, "Wow, it was fun." The secret word of the day is fun. He is Pee Wee Herman in real life.
Well, like Batmite's a meta character. He references himself in the show.
Yeah, and that's what Pee Wee Herman does. So this all makes sense.
I'm just saying, like, if you voice anything like a character or anything like even if it's not beloved or you're in a good show, and someone's like, "Man, did you have fun?" What are you gonna say? No, I hated it.
Here's the thing. So ProZ has been coming out with videos about, or ProZD, however you pronounce it. It's been coming out with videos that are titled "Never Ask Me These Questions Again." And in one of them, he was like, a lot of people like to ask me what's like my least favorite voice acting gig, or like what's a voice acting gig that I didn't enjoy doing, and why do you think I would tell you that? Like, if I want to work with these companies again, I'm not going to badmouth them. I'm not going to tell you like, oh yeah, this was terrible and I didn't feel good about my performance on this one. It's just like that's a stupid thing to do. I'm never going to tell you that. Which to
Yeah.
me says yes. If you were one of his friends, you could probably be like, oh yeah, how was voicing insert character here? And then he would be like, yeah, that whole franchise can eat my ball sack. I don't ever want to do anything for them again. But I can't burn that bridge, so don't tell anyone I said that.
Yeah, well, of course you're gonna tell your very close friends, not like your online friends or like just even your community. You tell your in-person, real-life friends, and you tell them how you really feel. But like, you don't. No voice actors like, oh, well, that movie fucking sucked. Like,
I mean,
I've
there are
met.
some things where like it gets a reputation for being bad, or like you could get more clout by being like, yeah, I did not enjoy doing that. So like if you're an actor in Game of Thrones and you're now like, yeah, Game of Thrones season 8 sucked dick, fucking all the fans are gonna be like, yeah, fuck yeah, good dude, good for you, dude. Hell yeah.
Like, do you think the voice actor for Aang from the Avatar: The Last Airbender? I don't think he's ever came out and been like, I hated my other roles before this show. Like he was the voice of the kid from the Ant Bully, and I don't think I've
The
ever heard
fuck
him
is the
talk
ant
about
bully?
the movie, the animated movie with Nicolas Cage as an ant. And
What?
yeah, Nicolas Cage played an ant that was a shaman that
Okay.
shrunk this little boy down because he would always like stamp on the ant pile and he was like, hey, I'm gonna give him a taste of his old medicine, and he shrunk him down and he's like, now you gotta learn the ant ways.
Oh, damn,
And
you're
if
right.
yeah, of course I'm right.
I just looked. Man, I'm looking at this man's career, and it's Avatar, The Ant Bully, The Backyardigans,
Oh
Little
yeah.
Bill, Dora the Explorer. The most recent credit is he was in a Lady Gaga music video. Lady Gaga featuring R. Kelly, Do What You Want.
Hell yeah. Wonder if he got peed on. Wonder if he airbended it back to R. Kelly.
He was like, get out of my face.
Get this pee out of my face. Um. So yeah, the Flash movie looks fucking flashtastic. Fan flashstick.
Ah? We
Uh.
have
So.
we have one other topic we wanted to talk about.
Oh
Um,
yeah, dude.
let me see if I can come up with a segue. Here we go. Uh, you know who also sucks in addition to Ezra Miller is a man named Dar. Man,
Man. That does suck. He
I'm sick.
sucks.
I'm sick. Don't judge.
I judge you. I judge you so hard. But yeah, that he sucks. So if you don't know Darman,
Mm-hmm.
he makes videos online. He makes positive message videos.
Mm-hmm.
He makes message these cheesy shit ass um videos that are like, oh, bully picks on rich kid, lives to regret it.
Yeah,
And then
he's the one that popularized the title style of like uh like
something lives to
girls
regret
pick
it.
on a nerd instantly regrets it.
Yeah. And then at the end, he's just like, the way he talks is so weird. He was just like, now you see what happens when you pick on someone. Well, oh, the dark will always come to the light.
The
or
truth
something.
always comes out.
Yeah, something like that. And then, like, recently, a bunch of people are. And it was very random. Just one day, I went online and they were like, there's people, like, protesting at Darman. All the actors are not getting paid living wages to fucking pay their rent. And
Mm-hmm.
they've been working for him for years, and he makes millions of dollars. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's
So
true.
it's so weird. And it doesn't surprise me. And
No.
you want to know why? Because Darman, this isn't even Darman's first what's it called? Controversy.
Hmm.
Like he like stole money from Detroit. Like
Wait, the whole city? Did he
yeah,
mug
like
the whole city?
the whole city.
Damn. Damn,
he
Darman, how'd we let him get away with it?
we keep letting him do it. He what's it called? He not falsified, like he basically stole a bunch of money from Detroit, and I guess it came out as like innocent. You can look up the article.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do it. My hands in my pocket.
My God, V.
You're already
Your
there.
excuses are so thin. It's just ridiculous.
As opposed to me, not thin at all.
Oh, ha, 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 ha.
You see my laziness has been excused since I made you laugh.
Yeah, that was a very genuine laugh.
Thank you. See, me and Colby are friends. Colby's like, I didn't say that.
I'm not saying anything about Darman stealing anything from Detroit.
Just type in
I
Darman
did.
Oh, well, fuck her. Fuck you. Believe me, I'll look it up. I'll
Yeah,
do it myself.
do it. You won't.
Starman I can't even spell this, so I don't want like.
Oh no, Fee can't spell controversy.
I spelled controvies
Controvies, yeah.
in February. No. Let me look on his Wikipedia.
Mm-hmm.
Funded We Grow, a retailer of cannabis growing hydroponics, with former stockbroker Derek Peterson in January 2010. Mann and Peterson rented a store in Oakland. Oh, it was Oakland, California.
Oh.
We Grow store was closed, and Peterson filed lawsuits against the company, citing unpaid debts and accused Mann of running a hydro Ponzi scheme.
Ooh. You can't let it go. He
Yeah.
saw that it was there and he was like, I can't, this is a professional thing that we're about to file, but I can't let it go. I can't let it go.
You know he like that was a gotcha. Like he was like, man, he was like he got me in his fucking Ponzi scheme, his hydro Ponzi scheme, and he was like, oh fuck, that's good.
Oh,
And
that's
so,
good.
Like, yeah, so then like he just keeps using it. So Darman countersued Peterson for a cash settlement in stocks in Peterson's own company. So
Damn.
and then in 2012, he was charged with 13 felony counts of fraud for allegedly defrauding a city beautification program
Oh, hell
while
yeah.
operating his real estate company Manage Properties in 2008 and 2009.
Man, I love Manage. My favorite.
In 2013, he pled no contest to 5 counts and was sentenced to 5 years probation in order to pay a $10,000 fine of restitution. And in 2021, he said the conviction was expunged. But yeah, so that was his thing. That was
Man.
his before this
So, and then
controversy.
now, my man, so like, all of his videos are meant to be like, oh yeah, this like, and the actors in it look like they're having fun with how cheesy and on the nose this is.
Well, the thing is, they are like I've seen a lot of like talk from them, and they're like yeah, we all joined back when it was like real small, and you know when we're just filming in like one apartment room,
Mm-hmm.
and you know we're like we're gonna stick with this place, and you know we'll grow with it, and it's kind of like one of those indie things, and all the actors are like real in it to win it.
Yeah.
But then as they got bigger, like I guess Darman decided not, you know, he doesn't care. Or maybe he never cared.
Well, yeah. I
But
mean, if you imagine Darman's like, hey, we're going to get this thing off the ground. I will pay you all, let's say, $12 an hour for doing videos for me. And so they show up and they get their like $60 for the day. And Darman's like, this is good enough. And then they start looking at the videos. They're like, wow, we're doing really good. And Darman's like, yeah, we're doing great. And they're like, well, how about paying us a little more? And he's like, well, yeah, I mean, like, as we get bigger, yeah, of course we're going to start paying you more. But like, we're still in the red because I've got to pay for like the editors and I've got to pay for
Yeah.
voiceover equipment. I like all of this camera stuff we got to rent. Oh, and this apartment that we're in. Oh, yikes. Still paying. So,
he's like, who's this we? Just fucking. It's so funny because like I think they were probably getting paid. You're right, about 60 or so. But I've seen people online like coming out and they're like, yeah, I saw them advertising on Craigslist for actors saying that they'll pay like $30 for like a day's work.
mm-hmm.
So like I don't know which is true. Maybe the legacy actors get paid like a little bit more, but not enough to pay for rent. And the thing is, they're not under contract. They're not they are not under contract, but they are contracted out as a third party, like third party
Mm-hmm.
actors. So the shit part of it is they're not under the umbrella of SAG, so they don't even have that protection.
God damn you, Darman.
He fucking went through all the loops and he dotted his I's and he fucking crossed his T's and ooh, that son of a bitch.
Oh, he's the Grinch.
I just don't know how he's gonna function after. Like, if he starts paying them more, that's fine. Keep doing it. Keep making your shit ass videos.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if he never pays them more and just gets new actors, like, you think? Oh, I'm not gonna say you think. I'm sure people will watch them. But like, do you think he cares about like what people say about him?
Um, I don't think he does because I don't think you can be. I was about to say I don't think you'd be a really good businessman without like not
That's a
caring what
lie.
people think about you. But like Elon Musk proves that wrong every day.
He
God,
just keeps proving me wrong.
Elon Musk, like, uh, I like. So my wife and I were talking about like what's going on at Twitter, and Elon Musk is just God. He's an idiot. Um, so he recently fired one of the principal engineers. Principal is about as high up as you can get as an engineer, unless like until you get to like a CTO. Like
Yeah,
at that point, you're like on the board or you're like in the C-suite, you know. Um,
yeah.
and so uh, we're talking about that, and I'm like, man, I I would say that he doesn't know how to run a software business, but like he did PayPal, so
Yeah.
like did he forget how to run a software business? And it turns out, no, he never knew how to run a software business. Like, the whole story with him is that, like, he was working for one company that got merged with PayPal and bought
Yeah.
out, and then he was selected as the CEO. And he was doing such a bad job. Everybody voted him out and replaced him with someone else. And then
Oh,
whenever they spun the company off again, they brought him back on, and then they, I think, fired him again. And then when they sold the company, because of the times that he was the CEO, the amount of stock that he had meant that like he got the largest share of money whenever they were purchased out by eBay.
Jesus.
So whenever eBay bought PayPal, he ended up getting like $700 million.
Good heavens.
And that's just because he was CEO a couple of times and then he did such a piss poor job that they fired him for it. So
Yeah.
like Elon Musk has never known how to run a business. He's just a fucking lucky ass rich boy. It
Yeah. He
sucks.
just gets super lucky. And he was born in South Africa and, fell out of his bed onto some blood diamonds.
Yeah, well, emeralds. Let's be real. He fell out of his bed onto some blood emeralds.
It was some sort of jewel that he had. But God, yeah, he's so I don't even know if he's smart at this point. I I feel like maybe he is, but I don't know, man.
Here's the thing.
He,
He's not. and he never has been. He's
Yeah.
just always had a ton of money, and he knows how to generate hype. That's his only skill. Is he knows
I
how to
mean,
generate hype around something. He doesn't come up with his own ideas. He
yeah.
doesn't come up with any innovations. He's not Iron Man. He
He's
hires
terminally
engineers
online.
and then he takes their ideas and he explains them to the public, and he doesn't credit the engineers. He's very clever about being like, yes, this is the Hyperloop. I came up with this. This is going to be the next biggest thing in transportation. Yep, there it is. And you assume like, oh, Elon Musk sat down and fucking came up with this. No, he didn't. It was like two other people that did. And then Elon Musk was like, yeah, let's put this out so that they don't make public transportation in my city because I hate it.
Yeah, but then, to be fair, I hate public transportation.
What?
Yeah. They're always getting in my way, and buses always taking wide turns, and they look ugly. I hate them.
Ah, man, I love a good train.
Okay, yeah, I love trains too.
Dude, when I
Okay,
lived in Portland, Oregon, that was like my favorite thing, is to just get on the train and just fuck off all day. You take the train downtown, and then that was it. You just walk around downtown and do shit, and you take the train back. It was awesome.
Yeah, that's fair. I do love a good train. I do be loving a good train.
Hell yeah.
I was joking about the buses earlier though. Although I the only bus I've ever been on is a school bus, so
Hell
I
yeah.
I've never been on like a public bus.
I've been on a couple public buses, and I will say I do fucking hate being on a bus. Which is why anytime that I'm like, oh yeah, I want public transit, there's an asterisk, and if you look at that asterisk, it just trains. I don't want buses. I just want trains.
Yeah, trains are so cool, dude.
They are.
I'm still vying for the idea of the Texas bullet train.
God, if only.
Even the America bullet train. Just the North American bullet train. So fucking cool.
Yeah, if only.
Yeah,
But
I'm
just can't do it.
well, maybe the aliens in the sky will give us the tech that we need.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a big thing. So, we're going to close out this episode with two things. One,
Yeah.
there have been a number of UFOs that have been shot down in the past week.
Yeah. Do we know what they are? Or have the government not told us?
The answer is they don't know what it is, and they're pretty sure they're not aliens.
Oh, that's what they want us to think. The
Yeah.
the old triangle eyeballs at it again.
And that, like, the thing is, they're reporting stuff like, oh yes, there was a big octagon in the sky that we shot down. We don't really know how it was moving or anything. We just shot it. It's like, all right, fair enough.
I'm like, but fair enough. Are they aliens? Nope.
Nope,
Well,
not aliens.
know.
I can tell you that. Well, the thing is like, imagine this. Imagine, name a superpower. China, Russia, fucking
Oh,
whoever.
I was gonna say flying.
No. You name a superpower. Flying. Fuck. So like, name a global superpower. And like, they have come up with like this new very high altitude like balloon tech that does surveillance, and it takes like live pictures and monitors the weather and whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then we shoot it down. Well, if we recover it and we see that like there's a few computers on it, there's like some cameras and some tech, then like they're not going to come out and be like, oh yeah, we totally shot down this thing. We definitely know what it is. It's a thing from China. We could tell because it had Chinese on it, and had a bunch of cameras on it, so we're pretty sure it's a surveillance drone. They're probably not going to say that.
Yeah. Do you think they'd be in more trouble if it was aliens or China?
Oh, if it was aliens, man, I feel like they would be more scared shitless than they are now.
Um, wouldn't wouldn't it be funny if they're like, yeah, it has Chinese on it, it's from China, but like it's alien hieroglyphics.
Yeah, it has Chinese on it, so it's definitely alien tech.
I'm just saying, like, I was saying in chat, like, I'm ready for aliens. I'm so down for aliens.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm ready. I'm ready to. Like I told someone in chat, I was like, if aliens, if aliens are smart enough for interstellar travel,
Mhm.
advanced enough for interstellar travel, they're advanced enough to have a healthy relationship, a healthy dating life.
Oh, Jesus, Fee.
What? What?
You're just, as always, you're just thinking with your dick. Always.
I I'm not. I want to date an alien to have and hold, uh, and whatever their appendages are, and I want to make out with them.
Okay, let me tell you something, Fee.
I want to smooch them.
So when I was in junior high, one of my biggest fantasies was that I discovered that there was a ghost living in my house that was the same age as me, and then me and my ghost girlfriend would be making out and dating and have a nice, loving relationship.
Okay.
That is the saddest shit I've ever heard in my entire life. And you just said it, but substitute the word ghost for alien. Fee, never say that out loud again. Ever.
Would you have half ghost kid hybrid?
Man, if
Would he be
I
Danny
had a Danny
Phantom?
Phantom kid, that would be the best. The best.
What's wrong with dating aliens? They do it all the time in the Orville and Star Trek.
Oh yeah, that's great. No, those are the shows you really want to look up to for like how you should act, is like just going around and a new life form shows up and you're not like, oh man, what can we learn from them? What, like, are they warlike? Are they like, should I be scared for my family? Should I be like getting prepared? Is there like, what can I offer to them to make sure that like I'm safe and secure my future? No, you're like, what holes do they have and can my dick fit in them? It's fucking embarrassing, Fee. You can't do that.
I mean, okay, so my first thought wasn't to bone them. That was my second thought. My first thought was, man, I wonder what tech they could bring us.
My first thought was, how do I take one out to Johnny Carino's?
How can I show them the joys of Whataburger? I want them. I want them to give us like a food synthesizer so I can have one in my house and never have to go anywhere again.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I want stuff like that. Because like in the Orville and Star Trek, they have all the tech they need to where they don't need much. They've surpassed the need for money and capitalism because they have these synthesizers that could just give them what they need. So no one's like fighting for like money. There's no currency to vie over.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of want that society.
Yeah, here's the thing, Fee. As with all things, whenever you create a perfect society like that, in which like everybody's needs are taken care of and everybody can do what they want to do and pursue the things they want to pursue, you've created Rapture from BioShock. You just created Rapture again, and now all it takes is one asshole to show up and be like, I could get you the space drugs or whatever the fuck. Then the people are like, oh, how do I get the space drugs? Well, you just gotta fucking kill that guy over there. Like, that's all that it takes is one dude being like, hey, I'll give you half of my food if you fucking, I don't know, if you give me a one chunk of your butt. And they're like, what are you gonna do with the chunk of my butt? Don't worry about it. You're gonna get my mashed potatoes. Just give me your butt chunk. It's fine.
Well, I don't need your food because I have a food synthesizer. It can synthesize anything.
Yeah, but I've got a better one. It tastes way better.
I'm like, does it? Can I check it out first?
Yeah, totally. Here's a tiramisu that it made. And then while you're eating the tiramisu, I kidnap your mom and I say, if you don't do what I ask, I'm gonna fucking kill your mom. I tried to do this the nice way, Fee.
If you don't do what I ask, I'm gonna tear him or kill your
I'm
mom.
gonna make you eat tiramisu made out of your mother. Now get out of here, you scamp.
Tear him, mama.
Do it to Mario.
It's Mario's holding it's fucking Mario in a back alley like that fucking what is it, Deep Throat, when they're just
Yeah.
like the cover's been blown. It's Mario. He's like my cover's been blown. Now I gotta kill you.
Now I gotta kill you. I'm so sorry.
I guess you ain't gonna be swinging your arms anymore. Fucking
True.
so good. Anyway, that's the end of the episode. That's a lot of shit's been going on.
Yeah. So as far as the UFOs go, here's the last thing that I'll say on it. What you should be paying attention to is the train derailment that happened inside of Ohio.
Yeah, dude.
There's a train derailment that happened in Ohio, and there is toxic gas that is pouring out of this fucking train. And there was, if I'm not mistaken, 1 million pounds of toxic like gas inside of this train that's now pouring out, and they set on fire. Because that was
correct.
That was the best thing that they could do. That was the best idea. And if it makes it to the Mississippi River, it's just basically the whole ecosystem is going to collapse for the Mississippi River, and that's fucking cool. I love turning Ohio into a wasteland.
I mean, it was already a wasteland.
Yeah, but now it's, you know.
Now it's Fallout.
Yeah, now you can't even build like an Amazon facility there.
Now where the Teslas and Amazon building is going to be.
Yeah, now you're going to drown on dry land there. There's so many things wrong with it. Like the train company didn't classify things correctly. The safety hadn't been done in a long time. Earlier this year, last year, sorry, the train people, like the train employees were trying to strike, but the government didn't let them. Like, who the fuck does that? Damn. Pay attention to the train thing. Who gives a shit about the sky balloons?
I mean, yeah, the train thing is more important. But how many boobs them aliens have?
Yeah, see, the reason why Fee knows about the train thing, but he immediately dismissed it because he was like, the holes are too big to put my dick inside, so I can't care.
Look, I mean, I do care. I'm just joking about the aliens.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you want me to do about the fucking train? We're bringing awareness to it, but I can't do shit about it.
What do you want me to do about the train?
What do you want me to do? Get my hazmat suit out and go and fucking fight it?
Yeah, man. So, like, you know me, and if there's an opportunity that I can go and try to like make myself a hero, I will. I don't know if you remember this, but in like 2012, there was an explosion in West Texas. Not West Texas, but this town of West Texas. And that was like, it's 2013.
I'm there.
And it was a explosion of a bunch of fertilizer, an ammonium nitrate explosion. And I heard this on the news. And it was late at night, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I drive up there. I'll throw some water on some shit. I'll be like, how can you use me? And I called to a couple of places to be like, hey, what can I do to help? And they were like, fucking too many people are coming here. Just stay home. And I went, oh, okay. So
just to shut you down. You're like, oh, my bad.
Yeah. I was like, I'm in Austin. I could be there in like 2.5 hours. And they were like, there's too many people here already. Stay home. It's okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
Just fucking real Weethal. Just real bet fucking. Oh my god, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Like, then again, like I said, it really sucks that that's happening, in Ohio. That on a serious note, it really sucks that that's happening in Ohio. Like, my heart goes out to them, and I want someone to do something about it. It's really fucked up what the government's done. By silencing the people and not letting them fucking protest, and then not like giving like people in the area like, oh shit, like these toxic chemicals are out there, not doing anything about it. It really sucks that that's happening, and I don't know why they're they don't want people to know about this potential fucking like world altering thing that's happened. Not
Mm-hmm.
world, but like state altering thing that's happened. It's very weird. But like I can't do anything about it. But we're saying it right now because we want you to know about it.
Yeah, we want you to go do something about it.
Yeah, well, we don't live in Ohio.
If you know, if you have a vacuum cleaner that can vacuum up the gas and put it into a big bag, and then we can bury the bag in Russia, then do that.
I mean, if they throw it in Chernobyl, I mean, will it make it any worse?
Honestly, at this point, that may not be a bad, like, you may be onto something here. If we just said, like, hey, all of the garbage in the world just goes to Chernobyl now. Fair, really?
Yeah. Like, it's already destroyed, and, like, there's no way anyone's gonna do anything with that land. It's fucking irradiated.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, just put the world's garbage in
Just
there.
put all the garbage there.
I mean, honestly. So, like, anyway, that was a serious note. On a less serious note, Kobe, take us out.
If you're not listening to this live, you should be listening to it live. We are live on Twitch right now at twitch.tv/GoGetUsPod. You can also watch the replay of this stream on YouTube later. It comes out the same day as the podcast, but like in the afternoon. So you can look up Go Get Us on YouTube. We've also got shorts from our very cool podcast done by our very cool editor.
Yeah, and I made the thumbnail for our YouTube videos.
Yeah, you're gonna love them. They've got googly eyes in them.
That's my go-to thing. Putting googly eyes on
shove
stuff.
some googly eyes in there.
It's always funny. Shut up.
No, you're right. I'm not. It sounds like I'm being sarcastic because of the way that my voice is, but nope. You can also listen to this in audio form on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts and name a podcatcher there too.
It's all there, baby. All of them are there. We're on every podcatcher. We're on YouTube, TikTok, YouTube Shorts. We're everywhere, baby. You can find us on Twitter. We're doing something with that. Excuse me, I was like burping. Excuse me. We're everywhere, man. Just follow, like, and subscribe. Mm-hmm. No harm to you, no harm to me. Don't cost anything, baby.
Yeah, no, it's all free, and it's all for you.
It's freebie weebie, and it's for you. And
the end.
The end.
Wait, no, Fee, you've got a thing to say.
Well, I was the ending
okay.
that thing. Now
take us out, Fee.
Take us out. What I want you to do is I want you. It's gonna be funny. I want you to get Chris Pratt and Michael Keaton, and I want you to dress them up like Mario and Batman, and I want you to take them to where we shot down the UFOs and meet the aliens, so that way they think that, they've been spying on us, of course. They know who Mario and Batman is.
Uh-huh.
So I want you to take them and meet them, and they're going to be like, oh shit, it's Batman and Mario. And then I want you to arrest them and then count their boobs in jail and then go get them.
Go get them. I can't go with that. You can't just sexually assault a sentient creature in prison. You can't wrongly imprison them for nothing and then count their boobs, and that's so wrong.
Why not, Batman? There's no law against it. You know what I'm going to do with that thing?
Listen, Batman may operate outside the law, but he's got a moral compass, and I feel like wrongful imprisonment and boob counting is against his moral code.
It was like more along the lines of that one TikTok with the Joker.
God, no,
Pokemon, yeah.
No.
Oh, why? I got a little pony, Batman. Why not? There's no laws against it. That's what I'm gonna do to them aliens. Later.
Bye.